Hi, this is Wendy for CIS 117, and this week I'd like to introduce you to a neat feature in SQL Management Studio where you can create your database diagram, also known as an entity relationship diagram, kind of similar to another student's video of what you can do in Query Designer. It's just a little bit different option and a little bit different way to do things. So you were introduced to the table diagram layout in this week's doodle for I believe it was it Tau or Colonial? I think it might have been Colonial. And one of my projects was I had to do the doodle for HCIT database. So I had to go ahead and create a database diagram. So I did that by going into the database, clicking on the database diagram, right-clicking, and clicking New Database Diagram. Now, since I've already done it for HCIT, I'm going to go ahead and pick let's see, I think it was Solmeris that didn't have one. So we're going to right-click on Solmeris, install new database diagram, and if you get this message, the database does not have one or more of the support objects, just go ahead and click yes. Okay, and then it brings up a menu, and it's got all the tables that are in Solmeris, so just add all those tables. And then you can rearrange them, usually in the way that they kind of relate to each other. Right now, I'll just be real quick. And now you notice they've got the primary keys in here because that was probably specified in the data layout, but they don't have any of the relationships formulated yet. And you can tell that by clicking on Table Designer, and you can see that this is grayed out. If there had been relationships between these joins, then this relationship button would have been enabled and you would have been able to see what we see over here with the primary key in a relationship, a one-to-many relationship with the order details table. So that's how that would look if the relationships were enabled. And you can go ahead and enter relationships in this field by right-clicking on the table and hitting relationships. And I'm not going to go into this into great detail in this video, but you can certainly go ahead and you would click on the foreign key table and then make a relationship to the primary key table. But you can also change the view on these tables to standard, and you get similar to what you do in the Query Designer. You can see the data type, the column name, and allow nulls, and you can make changes in here. You can add primary keys in here, insert a column in here, delete a column. So it's just one of the many ways that SQL Management Studio lets you handle things. So anyway, then you can go ahead and save this and give it a name. I'm not going to give it a name right now. I'm not going to save it, but you would go in and save it, and then when you refresh the database, you could go in under, let's see, here is my HCIT that I created. The other day. And just expand the button, and there's I called it the HCIT ERD for Entity Relationship Diagram. And I haven't got all the relationships put in, but I got a few put in. And that is what I did to answer the doodle and also to create this video. So thank you for listening. I appreciate it.